It's like, you're running a legal business. If he had tried that with me, you know what I'm doing? I'm going to the fucking cops and I'm saying, hey, this guy's trying to extort me. You want me to wear a wire? You want me to record this guy? I don't give a fuck. Like,
you would wear a wire with Big U.
If he was trying to extort me, yeah, for sure. I'll do whatever. I don't give a. I mean, I'm not a criminal. I didn't ask to be part of a criminal scheme. So yeah, for sure. I mean, if anybody were to try to do something like that, I would be happy to take it there.
Oh, look. Dun, 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 dun. Like a damn snitch. Oh, man, that's cold. Look like you about ready to go tell on somebody right damn now. And where your flashlight at?
What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode. And on today's episode, we're going to talk about No Jumper, the coolest police station in the world, right? The coolest police station in the world. Now, we all know what's going on with No Jumper. We done seen the Big U, Rico. We done seen how they're utilizing content of Loose Cannon, Brick Baby, the whole nine, and they're utilizing that right there to help prosecute these cats in a real life charge, right? Real life case, indictment, the whole nine. Now, the video that I'm making today, I propose a question to all my viewers out there, right? Like, who is the people that really are sponsoring No Jumper anymore? Who's tuning in for this? Like, who's even checking for this? And who's even bothering to go on this thing anymore? I don't even understand it. But before we get into the video right here, it's 4/20 of 2025, and I just want to shout out all my weed smokers out there. Mile High, salute. I actually ain't home right now. I ain't in Denver right now. So, you know, coming from the Mile High City, you know, they do it big out there on 4/20 right now. I'd be downtown, probably, you know, putting something in the air with about a 1,000 other people out there that, you know, feel the same way. You know what I mean? Putting it up in the air. And I'm talking about that green. I ain't talking about that blue, because I know a lot of you weird motherfuckers is out there on them pills right now, putting them blue pills in the air, and that ain't me. So don't get me confused with them, all right? But, you know, I came up on this good deal. Shout out to the AZ Connected brand right here, Tropical Z. Y'all come up on this right here. This is that real gas, top tier gas right here. Came up on a real good deal out here. You know what I mean? Kush Mountain Mist. Good indica right here, too potent of an indica right here. But, you know, I'm going to roll one up. I ain't have my smoker today. It's 4/20, so I'm going to smoke one with y'all in this video right here. And we're going to chop it up about this No Jumper podcast. So who is it that everybody's tuning in to see on No Jumper at this point right now, right? Brick is locked up, and, you know, the cast of No Jumper has been reduced to, right? It's been reduced to Wood 22, Flacco, Almighty Suspect, Jaleese, Remo, and who else? Who am I missing on here? Rat 100. How could I forget Rat 100, right? How could I forget the rat of all rats right there? You know what I mean? The most flawed motherfucker that we see online, right? Rat 100, right? I come back from the dealership yesterday and I seen a video from Brick, right? He got a video that he's calling in from the feds, and he's on that tap-dash Fed call. And when I came back and I was listening to it, I heard something in there, and he was talking about Adam 22, right? Wood 22. And now he didn't call out Wood 22 by his name. Nah, he didn't do that, but he made it a reference to somebody being on vacation and not looking out for him. Let's take a listen to that real quick.
Everybody laid up with their feet up out there vacationing, playing like they ain't got nothing for the kid, man. You already know we still keeping it strong. Nigga don't need nothing from.
This call is from a federal prison.
Hey, sometimes it be a mental test to see where a nigga hard at in his chest, man. You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker use you, abuse you, as soon as you get out the way and act like they ain't worried about losing you. You know what I mean? But
so after I heard that, I'm like, what the fuck did Brick really expect though, right? What did you expect? Did you really think that like Wood 22 right here was your guy, was your main guy? Like, this is nothing new to Wood 22's behavior, right? Anybody that's fluent or understanding about this YouTube street world, right? We all know that Adam done did shaky shit, faulty shit to how many hosts before, right? AD, Terrell. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on and on and on. I know there's some other people y'all can get in the comments, house phone, whatever. Nonetheless, we know that motherfucking Adam 22 is an opportunist though, right? We know that he doesn't come from the culture. His upbringing doesn't have no roots in anything that he has his hand in now at all. He was a BMX biker. He was into goth and all kinds of weird shit, right? Now, not only is Adam 22 a weirdo and an off-brand, but he also has the allegations around his name from little girls, Little Pump done outed him, the whole nine. Like, you know, it's not a secret online that Adam 22 likes little girls, right? He likes young girls, right? Needless to say, nobody cares about that, right? Because the man is giving out a check, right? He giving out a check. And he giving out a check to anybody that want to come up on that platform and get some notoriety. And you can't blame him, right? Because in today's world, you know what I mean? Clout is the most wanted and desired thing that, you know, these attention seekers that go on his platform seek, right? And y'all correct me in the comments. If y'all feel differently than me, get up in them comments, man, talk your shit. Because I feel like a lot of these cats that get up on here, he ain't even giving them a real check. He probably dropping like 300, 250 or something like that. And they jumping on that, but they get the clout because they go on the platform because they know the platform got 5.46 million, whatever it may be, viewers, right? And that's enough for everybody to look past all that flawed shit. And this is why the game is so fucked up and so backwards right now, is because, you know, for that small price, you know, a motherfucker will sell their soul for a jelly roll, right? So needless to say, I listened to this shit with Brick and I'm thinking to myself, like, what the fuck did you really think that was going to happen though, right? Like, you really thought he was going to look out for you. He's going to be putting money on your books. He's going to get you the best lawyer and shit like that. No, you must be out your mind. And y'all can get in the comments, but I know I've heard Brick done finesse Adam for like 10 bands on that fake ass case he had saying he was going to get bonded out. So if that's true, I don't even know why he even has why we even get on these calls and even breathe on that. You already know if you know what I mean, a minarch and the didn't, you know what I mean? So like, what really is going on here? But you know, I'm still trying to figure out like who is checking for No Jumper though, right? Like I don't even subscribe to him, but it still pop up in my timeline, so forth. And I want to take a look real quick though. Let's take a quick look at the No Jumper platform and look at who these people are that are actually buying memberships to support No Jumper and the cause of No Jumper. Let's look.
So immediately off the bat, when you look at these chats or people who are commenting on here, there are names, their screen names. Like, look at them. You know, these is like nerd screen names, right? Sadie and Chubbs. You know what I mean? Poppy Wardrobes. Call Me Daddy. Like, what the like? Who? What? Huh? Rico A. L-Lo. Geach. Like, you know, these screen names. I mean, you could just look. These are civilians. You know what I mean? These is people who like rap, right? I like rap music.
Looking at that right there, we can see that all the people who support No Jumper and buy memberships and all that stuff, they weirdos, right? They off-brands, they sideline participants, they civilians, whatever you want to call them, right? But they're not these reputable gang members that ultimately, you know, Adam 22 continues to try to get on his show and use and exploit and monetize, right? But yet, at the end of the day, think about who's really getting paid from the Loose Cannon, Big U, Whack 100 shit. Like, who's getting the paycheck right here? Adam 22 is getting the paycheck. He getting the paycheck from Brick Baby's content. He getting the paycheck from Loose Cannon's content when it gets searched up, all the views and millions of views. The Whack 100 shit, he gets all the shit searched up right there. And now at this point, you know, that's all it is. It's just about content, right? It's not even about is the stuff that's coming on the content, the subject matter, is it real? Is it authentic? It's more shock value. It's more of clickbait. It's more of anybody can come on there and run their mouth and say whatever they want to say. You motherfuckers that go on this show right here on No Jumper are the puppets. So you are the puppets. So you ain't controlling or running nothing. And now getting on to that subject right there, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. I was a little disappointed though, man. I seen Young Ant up on No Jumper the other day, and I fuck with Young Ant's content. I think Young Ant is probably one of the most thorough YouTubers that's on here, especially that come from the West Coast. Now, if you follow my channel, you know me and Young Ant had a little thing when it came to the Nipsey Hussle. He didn't like the way that I talked on one of the videos, and we had a little like back and forth video. You know, didn't go too far. You know, I ain't into the internet back and forth and shit. It wasn't no beef or no funk or nothing like that. We just had a different understanding, different perspectives. But nonetheless, I ain't gonna lie, I was disappointed. I seen Young Ant up on there, sitting next to Whack 100 and 600 and Loose and what's the motherfucker's name? The Junkie Lush. I can't believe I forgot Lush, right? Like, how do I forget the Junkie Lush, right? Like here's Lush, the junkie of all junkies, right? Sitting up on No Jumper, discussing hood politics, gang politics. And, you know, for a motherfucker like me that's been to the pen, And I'm sure like a motherfucker like Young Ant, you know, he done been to the feds, he done been to the pen, the whole nine, right? Like, if you was in the pen, you ain't gonna be sitting around with these, like, that's like sitting at the first table in the chow hall right there discussing shit with the weirdos, you know what I mean? Lush is a weirdo that would be at one of the first tables in the chow hall, right? And I don't know, you know, like, seeing the video, I didn't watch all the video, I ain't even gonna front to you, you know what I mean? And I ain't gonna breathe too heavy on 600, I don't really fuck with his content too much, I don't know, you know what I mean? He got some shit that's very questionable in my humblest of opinions, but we all know Whack 100 is bad at this point, right? Anybody from LA, you got to know that he didn't win against rules, regulations, and any kind of code that y'all would have out there, though, right? Whack 100 completely has broken the code. He ran from fades, turns down fades, continuously talks shit about motherfuckers, been exposed on numerous occasions. So to see a cat of Young Ant's pedigree setting up on here on No Jumper with motherfucking 600, Lush, and Whack 100 and discussing shit, you know what I mean? It's kind of like, it kind of took me back though, but I mean, I don't know that brother from a can of paint. I just know him from his content, right? Now, do I expect better? Yeah, I would though, right? I would think, you know, you would turn that down just on the general principle of the fact that we know these motherfuckers ain't no good though. You know what I mean? The platform ain't no good. You know, low key, Young Ant's platform could be cracking way more than No Jumper. You feel me? He could take his shit to a whole nother level that No Jumper can't reach because of his authenticity, right? Because of his authenticity and his point of view. But yet, at the end of the day, my man went up on there and I see the internet, they calling him being compromised. You know what I mean? Here you is, you sitting down with somebody that's known as being a federal informant, you know what I mean? Had his hand in all kinds of shit. And, you know, I've done work with Whack 100 myself, and he's done fraudulent business with me. He always completely will always be a fraud in my book. You know what I mean? Fuck Whack 100 completely. And I, you know what I mean? You know, I got a bias for sure. And, you know, watching that shit though, it kind of threw me off though. What y'all think though? Down in the comments, I want y'all to let me know what y'all think about Young Ant being up on No Jumper. Did he make a power play right there? Y'all, am I tripping? Did he make a power play? Get him some more viewers and notoriety by getting up on this platform, or did he kind of shoot himself in the foot by getting up on here? I'm curious to know what y'all think. Let me know down in them comments below. But before I spill this weed out right here, you know, I roll these, you know, this is what I be rolling right here. I be rolling these motherfucking rice bamboo type papers, ones right here. I don't roll them blunts. I don't smoke no tobacco. I don't do none of that shit right there at all. I want to smoke strictly weed. You feel me? But I'm gonna blaze this one up here in a second. Are y'all down to boycott this motherfucking punk ass platform, No Jumper, the coolest police station in the world? Y'all, can we finally just put an end to this shit? Can we just finally just get something new out there? Can something new come along? That it's about time for some platforms to come up that really are from the soil and they can really benefit from the monetization that it deserves. You know, we need an authentic platform out here. You know, there really ain't shit up on this YouTube streets anymore. You know, I'd be bored as fuck with a lot of this shit. Crazy as shit to watch somebody be locked up in the feds on a Fed phone call, still trying to run content plays and lie on other people while they still locked up. This just goes to show you that the morals and the ethics that come with what it really is or what it used to be about is long gone. If a motherfucker from behind the walls can still set up on here and dry snitch and point the fingers and make content and not, he ain't got stuck, he ain't got choked out, he ain't got stomped out, he ain't got maxed out. This shit is, it's time to find a new lane. It's time to find something new to do with life, right? It's time to find another direction to go. But I want y'all to tell me what y'all think down below. You know, I've been rambling. This was a rant ass video for sure. I'm about to go out here, smoke this good roll fat one. You know what I mean? You see that one? That's a personal right there. I'm finna put this up. This is the 420 smoke right here. But let me know down below. Y'all know how we do it every time we made it this far in the video. Show a little bit of love and hit me with one of these. I surely appreciate you. And sub up to see what's next up. And I'm going to catch y'all on the next round.
Street niggas are some of the dumbest. I'm talking about the dumbest breed that we got. All right. These dudes love white people. I don't know what it is. They fear white people and they love white people. It's the strangest thing. They love to terrorize black folks. All right. But when it comes to white folks, they're very trusting. They go, think about this. A lot of these street dudes or alleged street dudes, they go in front of these agents. That's what I'm saying. All these white people running hip hop, these agents, and they go and confess to everything. They go tell everything. And then here's the thing. They'll be crying when it's time to face the music. You see what I'm saying? You go tell the agent everything, and then the agent does whatever, disseminate that information, however, and the next thing you know, you're locked up.